Guys, Technicals here, back with the video. Just kind of a minor thing, but if you run a shed or any type of mining environment with filtered air, where you're pulling in air from outside and you're filtering it in some way, perhaps you've considered a reusable filter before, because these filters, even the cheap ones, I'm kind of burning through them a little quick for my liking, because a 3-pack of these filters, of these cheapos, maybe like 12, 15 bucks. I'm not exactly sure. That's significant. You got to filter the air somehow. So today, what I want to do is explore reusable options, because when I first built the shed, I used those, it's a blue cut to size filter. It's like MERV 1, and it basically did nothing. This is an electrostatic aluminum permanent air filter. Got it on Amazon. It was about $50. That should pay for itself real quick, assuming it works. We're gonna do the Pepsi challenge here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this here filter, and we're not gonna put it head to head, because really there's no way to, like, you know, visually look at it and kind of compare without weighing it. And then how do we know how much made it through versus how much didn't? There's just no way to really do that without getting super scientific. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this filter, to take this and put it over top of this filter. Whatever makes it into this filter, we can assume this filter didn't catch. And where the electrostatic charge comes from, I don't know if it's just pulling it out of the ether, if it's fucking fairy dust or what. We got a Ventitech electrostatic permanent air filter, and our heartfelt thank you. Oh, a heartfelt thank you, as a one-mom operation. A single mom who works 2 jobs. Single mom runs an air filter you know, is this selling anybody? If your product works, I'm in it. Are you like at the dining room table with some sheet metal shears making these things? Or are you drop shipping them from China? Either way, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe your product works great. I hope it works great, because I don't want to keep buying filters. April 7 on here. And then I guess it's just you have to decide which direction the flow is going to go. Flow go this way. All right, so obviously this is not ideal, but really this is the only thing I could think of, because this has to be in between the filter and the fan. And this is like, you know, just kind of floppy fiberglass. And so it's going to get sucked right into the fan if anything gives. So what I did was I just taped the shit out of it. I cut it out of its frame, taped the shit out of it, taped it to this. And I understand that it's going to impede airflow a bit. But that's not really the point of this. The point is to see what makes it through this reusable filter, to see if it's a viable option for ongoing air filtration for the farms. So we got in our 12 by 12 electrostatic air filter, reusable, expensive, but hopefully will save us money in the long run. So I want to pop this in to begin testing. Today is, what's today? April 10th. So we'll mark it for today. Let's take a look at it first. It looks much like the other one. Same sort of thing with the metal grating. Bag is not a toy. Don't have fun. Remember when bags could be toys? I thought this was America. In my day, bags could be toys. Anything could be a toy, because you know why? Because this is America. And those colors don't run. And I'm proud to be an American. So unfortunately, they do not make a 13 by 13 filter. And this is what it measured out as. So I thought the 12 by 12, if I can get it in here, it actually stays in great. All right, so what is the verdict on our electrostatic filter? All right, so I'm not seeing a whole lot in there. All right, so I'm gonna have to look at the date on that video of when we put this in, because I do not remember when we put it in. I could have swore I wrote it down somewhere. Maybe I wrote it on the cardboard, but anyway, this has been running for, I think, a week. So let's cut it off and see what made it through. You know, I got to thinking about this video during the course of the week, and I was thinking, you know, does it really matter how this test comes out? You know, is that gonna change ultimately what I do? And the answer is probably no. I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be like a big reveal for this. You know, I'm looking in here and there's like a couple little flecks of something. But I don't really see much of anything. Before I put water through it, this is not scientific at all, but I'm gonna take this here air duster and I'm gonna blow through it and see if I see any like plumes of garbage come out. I'm not sure if it'll register with the camera, but I'm gonna blow the opposite way, try to blow it out. I'm not sure if any of that registered on video, but most definitely some shit came out. So ultimately, again, the test really didn't matter because it wasn't going to change the outcome. Like maybe in the future I can look at a different electrostatic filter, but all three are in on stage, we call it stage 2 filtration, the main filtration. And then we have stage 3, and here it's too loud because it's really hot outside. Gonna be another 90-degree day. Miners are chooching, but we got the new silencer in place to keep it quiet. But when you open this door, it's loud. Yeah, the miners are running full on 7,000, 5,000, 7,000 RPM because they're trying to stay cool. But the silencer's keeping everything quiet. It's not impeding the airflow. And the building is surprisingly cool because I've got the exhaust fans up there and this big volume of space up here to store all the super hot air. So it's always pumping out the hottest amount of air. And then for vacuum control, I just popped open a window. And if anyone's interested, the filters that came out of the 2, these were in there for maybe a couple weeks. Now again, this is a very unique time of year when trees are jizzing the most and the most amount of pollen's coming out. But it is just thick. It is hella thick. Now, another few weeks, this will kind of go away, but then there'll be like summertime dust and shit like that, and it's not as bad in the winter. But yeah, this is just, swapping these out every couple weeks, once a month is just not gonna be possible. So I'm gonna roll with the electrostatics. I'll deal with whatever makes it through. Maybe we had a 4th stage filtration, I don't know. But disposable filters is just not going to work for my purposes. BH, I'd love to know what you guys do for filtration if you have a mining shed. I've seen some other mining sheds on YouTube, and you know they've got different solutions in place. You know, maybe you've got cheap disposable filters, and maybe you just run them until they're absolutely chock full of shit. But it's impeding the airflow, and so I was really at a loss of what to do. I needed something that I could reuse that wasn't like costing me 15, 20 bucks every single month just for air filtration. So I'd love to know what you guys do in the comments below. If you run something like this where you filter the air, or are you just running it in your home so it's taking in filtered, conditioned air all the time? And then, you know, how do you justify that? Because your air conditioner's working overtime to like keep that air cool, and that's adding to the cost. And is that cost more than the cost of filtration and putting it in a shed? I don't know. So let me know what you guys do in the comments below. If you like content like this, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TheTechnicals. See you next time.